Incremental ratings. So now it's official. I just finished my MBA, including the paperwork. So basically, I did a video long while ago about the zero repetition incremental reading, and basically it's that I won. So what happened is that I have used Supermemo once I discovered the free learning paradigm. So basically, so I no longer have exams, all of this. So okay, I know how to use Supermemo for exams. If I will need to, I don't. But for tutoring, I could do that. I have the knowledge how to use it. But hey, I haven't used it for real, right? I always had this that I went to the point that no, let's do it. So I enrolled in an MBA just for this, to use Supermemo with it. And in this video, I'm going to share with you my 2 cents. So first, let me start with the last one. Was it worth? For one aspect, no, it doesn't. Why? Because the idea was to use Supermemo for it, to do the assignments and the deadlines. And I started doing that. But later I realized that, hey, there's the way I can keep up with this pacing. It's way too fast. In this university, the master degrees have more freedom, like you have up to a month to deliver the assignment, and a subject or a course have like 3 or 4, and that's it. When it's a bachelor degree, it's more like fine-tuned, like you have more assignments like every week or so. So you have a little more freedom, still not enough. Then I realized that, okay, let me go straight to the assignment with a Supermemo. And that's what I finally did. So it hasn't been a success because at the end of the day, I haven't achieved my goal. That was to use Supermemo for a curriculum-based learning. And yes, my MBA didn't have classes nor exams, even though it's official, by the way, because it will be a deal breaker. You have to point at the gun to me or give me $1 million to accept that coercion. So I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. But even though I learned a lot of more stuff, by the way. So basically, it's okay. I experienced what will be the Persian system, the old, very old system, centuries ago, being aware of it. Now that I know the other paradigm, the free learning paradigm, the self-directed paradigm, now I'm conscious and oh wow, look at this. It's pathetic, all of this. The assignments, I used AI. I'm 37. So when the first time I was in college or university, there was no AI at this degree. So I could not cheat like this. Because they consider this cheating. I got caught, by the way. So I have been to the limit that if I have been caught once again with AI, I will not have graduated, basically. That's why the dissertation, I did it on myself without AI, because my supervisor was like copy pasting every single paragraph to double check if it was AI. So it's at this degree, it's like the sunk cost fallacy. That is the very last thing I do in the MBA. I spend hours, I spend a lot of money, so okay. Let me do it for real, because now I want the paper. Surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, because it's very obvious that people cheat, because some assignments were like in group, like in a forum, and what happened is that for the first time, I can see what the classmates that I never see because there are no classes do, what they deliver. So yeah, you have like a paper in English, about one case about marketing, let's say, and you have to answer some questions and elaborate with peer-to-peer, like a discussion. But the very minimal discussion, and this discussion has like, you need to answer like this, like a template, which is very artificial. But what happened is, hey, let me do this PDF, let me put it with ChatGPT, let me prompt, let's see what I get. And it was blatantly obvious people were using ChatGPT because it's very similar of what I got from ChatGPT. And for this, what they do is video assignments. That hey, it's an MBA. Yes, you have some other soft skills to develop, but sometimes it's too much. That hey, we are not in the filming or in audiovisual master degree. So many video assignments I had to do, like a PowerPoint and then 3 minutes presentation. Very short, always very short, just a few minutes. And it's basically, it's so you don't use AI, but at the end of the day, I can use AI to do most of the stuff. Use AI to do all of the job, do the slideshow, I then copy, paste, and adapt. I prepare a little or rehearse, and I shoot the video, right? So for them, it's just to avoid that you use AI at least without reading. Nice. But it's very insightful because for me, it was a very different experience. How so? I shoot videos. I have shot 900 videos in this channel. For those video assignments, I have used the same setting, the same computer, the same software, everything the same. The only difference is that instead of doing a video for my YouTube channel, it was for an assignment. And oh my god, the difference is massive. Massive is I don't want to do it. I'm not enjoying this. It's 6 p.m. I no longer have sunlight. It will look like crap. I don't care because I don't want to do it, and I do it later, and it seems like trash. And why? Because it's something of a topic I don't care, about an assignment that I don't care, and in a time constraint that it has to be today, or you have some time up to a month, but since I have other things in parallel, if I do other assignments, then I just have some weeks left for the last assignment I choose to do. So it was very insightful that, wow, just the coercion makes a big difference. Because some I enjoyed and some were open, that I could choose any, not the topic, but within the topic, any company. I could choose my own company, Soki AG, by the way, which now we have a community. Anyone that, okay, I'm lazy, I want to use AI. Let me use AI, and whatever it finds information, let's use that one for my convenience, even if I don't care about the company. And wow, even though we're super short, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, video assignments were tedious to do, even though it's what I love. Imagine how the coercion can change the paradigm. Massively, immensely. Another thing is deadlines. That okay, I knew already that we're relaxed, that more or less once a month, but every subject, and sometimes one subject is on a Monday, then on a Thursday, so it's not on the same day, it's not fully on parallel, there's some scalability. But some others, marketing and some other subject, it was a lie. The idea you have a month to deliver the assignment, but in the first week you have to deliver this. In the second week you have to deliver this. And on the third week, bro, then are 4 assignments, but I only deliver something at the very end. But I have to do something on the forum, I have to send something on websites, not on the in a PDF kind of thing, or a Microsoft Word document. So what I ended up doing is same as before, all-nighters, or starting at midnight after work and all of this until I finish, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. And I had to do this sometimes while I was traveling. So I was in the Netherlands in a very cheap hotel, and instead of enjoying the city until 10 p.m. and then until 4 a.m. What is this? What is this crap? Tuition fees, in this case, okay, has been the highest S- I think. Oh, no, sorry. Because this university is not public. For a master degree, it's the highest I paid ever in my life. But I paid more because I was in a private university as well. That even though it was a bachelor degree, it was even more expensive than the master degrees. At least in Spain, the master degrees are always more expensive by a big margin. So I paid a lot, and then I asked, for what? There are no classes, there are no exams. So the only thing I'm paying is to get the content, but because they always provide the content, like the PDFs, they have their own books, let's say, of every single subject, and then they also pay that, hey, that is from Harvard University, this is from na 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 na. So they pay the fees in bulk, I imagine, and you can get there legally and get a subscription, all of this. Okay, so this is absorbed. Gotcha. But other than that, what I'm paying? Some person who gets, because I know that, a very shitty salary to go through your assignments and grade your assignments. But it's pathetic because they're very badly paid and they have a lot of stuff to go through, so they fly the assignment as well. So it's very obvious from day one that they were using templates, more or less what you did wrong, but it's like feels like tarot that anyone who gets the same mark, an A or B, could relate. So you could send the same stuff. Like that's the comment for the A's, comments for the B's, comments for the C's, and that's it. What have I done wrong? Oh, if you want, you need to ask. So if you want explicit feedback, which especially is their job, no. You have to pursue them, insist, so they provide the feedback from you. Bro. So basically, I have my sensation, my feeling is that I paid close to 5 grand for nothing, for very little. Some PDFs, half of them were outdated already. Half, the other half was almost useless. Something that you see around online, nothing unique. So at least I saved some money because, oh my god, I got to honors. When you get honors, you get not the money back, it's that the next time you pay, you get that credit waived. Then, the other thing is, how much did I learn? I did a master's, right? This master's is legally equivalent of 1800 hours, 1800. It's quite a lot of time, so doesn't have to be what I have spent. By the way, I track my time. I can tell you how many hours, and it's not 1,800, much less than that. But I learned very little. Some stuff I already knew, by the way. I did more credits on the masters because I have different bachelors and masters, but from science and engineering. So on business is all you need this and that, the economics, fundamentals of well, how it's called, finance and so on. So I had to do extra credits on top of that. That's what I needed a year and a half because usually it's just a year. And bro, half of that I already know. Or it was, yeah, I think I have seen that, but it's something I don't care. That I cannot tell you the details, but I know the name and I have the idea where it goes, that design or something like that. Or I know it in Spanish. Okay, that's how it is in English, and so on. Then the group assignments. Let's say that I learned a lot, but not what I was meant to learn to be learned. It's not about the subject. For instance, human resources or talent management. Something that I enjoyed, the theory, but bro, What happens is, no, 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 no. There's no support at all from the teachers, from the university. You have assignments, but hey, you need to work in group. And part of the skills you need to acquire is to work in group, right? So if someone is lagging, doing nothing, it's your problem. It's part of the assignment, we could say. And since people know that, a lot of people that do the job, please, thank you for the mark. That was a nice gift. I don't care about anything. I just want the paper, the certificate of the master. It's been all colors, so I have been in a group that they were very high performing. Actually, it was the course that they invested more hours as a consequence. We were meeting on every week or every other week. We have a WhatsApp group. It was very active, super engaged, and so on. Others that, yeah, I just downloaded a copy of last year in those online places, platforms. I'm not going to mention them. And they just blatantly copy. Lying to the group members that, hey, yeah, I just did this thing myself. That, bro, I downloaded the same PDF than you, and I know you just did copy and pasting. That it's not I'm not judging you if you want to cheat, but just say it. Hey, I have a PDF from last year. If you don't want to do the assignment, here you go. And we only spend 1 hour. That's one thing. Second is not from the students, but from the design. It was blatantly obvious. So I said that I had to do some extra credits. Okay, those extra credits are in general. So if you go, in my case was engineering or science, but could be many things, you have to do that. Could be an MBA, or if you do a master degree on human resources specifically, you also have those subjects. Long story short, there are a ton of people on those courses. And the grade is not that relevant because it's not registered in your curriculum because it's something you have to do before. Oh my God. It's very obvious that they want, I'm making this up. Let's simplify that they have usually 500 students. Instead of 500, they have 2,000. There are so many that what they do is everything, even if it's very small, group assignment, even if it's not worth it. And it was blatantly obvious because then I had another course that was optional when you can choose between some options which one you want to do. And it's, wait, there's an overlap. It's like a slightly more advanced, but there's an overlap. And the individual, because I don't want to say anything specific. Let's say it had 5 blocks. And 5 blocks were one assignment, individual assignment about a company. Nice. Then the group assignment on those the credits that you need to do extra, it was just one single block. It was a subset. Then the second assignment was the second block. So 2 group assignments were 2/5, 40% of still one individual assignment. It was super short that there's no way we need 5 people to do this because if I do it alone, it just takes me an hour. It's absurd to do this in group. And I'm pretty confident that this is because, hey, if I do groups by 5 times less volume that I need to correct. So there's no justification. I don't believe them because what's the point of making 5 people work on something that is very easy and that you cannot split meaningfully? So everyone does this at the same time, if you will, within an hour. Yeah. With all of the consequences, that people don't respond, people respond but they don't do it, or they do crap, or they just prompt AI and that's it. a lot of frustration. So at least my overall experience is that, hey, it's different. So it has been useful to do this MBA because, hey, my experience in university now is more complete. In the 2008, 2005 or 8, then in the 16, now in the 24, I have seen face to face, absolutely online or hybrid. And hybrid that you show every day, just as some hours are just online, or that is packed, that you do Friday and Saturday, or of the Saturday once a week, and the rest is online, like for the rest of the week. So I have more or less experienced all of the combinations that you can possibly do: engineering, science, humanities. Business. It's not strictly humanities, but different aspects. So I feel the whole that okay, now I know for real what it is. So what currently people are experiencing in the university, and it's even worse than before. You learn less than before. You spend more time, you spend more money, and you learn less. So it is worth my title of the MBA. The MBA I got in this university is not the same of an proper MBA that you have real cases applicable and so on. You can learn from real experts, but this I haven't talked to any expert. I just had some assignment to do. I got a very vague feedback about what I did, and that's it. And check PDFs. I could have done this by myself for free. That's why I did an academic MBA. Why I did that? Because it's the only one I can afford. It will be like more than, 2 year worth. It will be 2 years worth of salary dedicated just to pay the tuition fees for 1 year of the MBA. So it's not something that I can do. So those have been my 2 cents. So, okay, I didn't do anything about Supermemo at the end of the day. So I failed. But at least I have more experience. And now I can relate more to the current. It's like I updated a decade. Okay, so now that's how people do the assignments, the homework. Okay. Oh, that's how they interact with each other. Okay. This kind of stuff. At least when it's online. If I would have gone back, no. I would not have done it. Or I would have done it in a more slow way. Because I can choose the rhythm. I could have done this in 2 years and a half. So I would have not been sleep deprived, stressed, and all of that to go through that. And I could still relate, for instance, with my tutorees, that, hey, now I know what you mean when you see that, because I was like kind of updated. So it is worth just to understand people, have more sympathy, or sympathy in updated. But it's not that I have to project my ideas. No, I experience this myself in my own skin now. Yeah, but it's a very high price to pay. Not just economically. Yeah, so that has been my kind sort of therapy. Now it's done, finally. And yeah, nothing else to add. Nothing more to add today. See you incrementally.